Excuse me. I just was doing. I was doing a thing. I was told that I have that somebody out here said that they could see where I have a lack of discernment. Okay. Does everything that everybody believes to be true, does that make it true? Nope, sure don't. And everything that's a fact, proven fact, yes, then you can prove a fact to be true. Okay. But fact isn't always truth. Okay. No, somebody's imaginative fact. Okay. Whatever they think. that Come on, guys, wake up. You know, wake up and smell the roses, as they say. Okay. All the false Bibles out here, if you line them all up, the New King James, the NIV, the NASB, ESV, page after page after page, you could see that they are not truth. Okay. But however, a lot of people accept them as truth, but they're not truth. That doesn't make them truth just because somebody said they're truth. Now, truth, as we speak it, okay, you can prove by the Holy Scriptures, KJV, that the world is only a little over 6,000 years old. And by the way, people have changed the calendar. All calendars have been changed. So, but the fact of it is that people think, but they're going, I don't know what they're going by, the devil's lies, I'm sure, that the world could be a couple million years old. No, it isn't. I mean, come on, give me a break. Didn't you ever hear of the situations where they found these quote unquote prehistoric bones? And they found out later on that somebody had did it by taking parts of a bone from something and then parts of a bone from something else and putting them all together. So just because somebody believes something to be true does not make it true. Except the only one who speaks truth is Jesus Christ. Okay? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So out here, I'm going to bring this up because personally speaking, those books, those other Bibles, they are very racial books. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Before I go there, I want to tell you this. People think the Septuagint is truth. It is not the truth. Okay. It's corrupted. All you got to do is go to the find out about the things, okay, in it. In other words, mm-mm. And all the manuscripts like Aleph and things like that. You can find it out, man. It's all over the place, woman. This is particularly for God's sheep and lambs, okay? Now, if I'm using this and I'm saying it liberally, okay? If if I'm going to use something else. If I was Chinese, okay, let's pretend I'm Chinese. I'm not, okay? But if I were, and I was a Chinese that was a Christian, or a Spanish person Christian, okay? whatever race. And somebody tried correcting me with any of these false Bibles out there, they're racist Bibles. Okay, that should be something that sticks up in your head and in your heart. Okay, and for me to say something like this, I'm trying to let I'm trying to let people know things out here that I've learned in my years. Okay, and by the way, I don't go by my own self discernment. Okay, you should have seen my life. You would have said, "Oh, there's no what she's doing. Wow, how's she doing that? What's she doing that?" And, you know, God brought me through a lot. It was His discernment in me. Okay. Yes, right now. I got a whole lot to say, but you know what? You're going to come to tell me something. Do not use a Bible that says that is taken from derivatives of that Satan is Lord, because it won't work, and I'll tell you that it won't work. Now, you want to tell me I don't have any discernment? God gave me discernment in that. Okay. There's people out here. There's no way I'd go to a doctor and tell him all my personal business and then find out he has a YouTube channel and spreads it all the stuff I don't want him to share. That's that person or she is working on. I would trust that person like nothing. No, I'd say. If that ever happened to me, he or she. Never has happened. But if it does, boy, I tell you, I'm telling you, wake up, people. Okay, wake up. Now, I'd like to share this as long as I'm out here sharing. Okay, Yahweh. That's in all. That's in all the false Bibles. Okay, I've been wanting to share this, but and so and I may not be able to pronounce the names right, and if I don't, I will spell them. Okay. Genebridus seems to have been the first to suggest the pronunciation of Yahweh, and the way it was spelled Lahue, and in parentheses, pronounced Yahweh. But it was not until the 19th century that it became generally accepted. EB, page 311 to 314. Anti-Semitic German liberals like Driver and Delitzsch, by the way, these are the ones that you'll find in some of those Bibles out there. This is who they are. Eagerly grasped the new pronunciation Yahweh. They and other unsaved higher critics denied that the Old Testament was actually given by God. Okay. Now, how about discernment? I'm using discernment here. Okay. They grasped at any straw to shelter their unbelief, asserting that the Old Testament was the creation of men who adopted and adapted stories, words, and names from neighboring pagan religions and languages. The higher critics used the new pronunciation, Yahweh, as so-called proof that the God of Israel was nothing more than a tribal god whose name had evolved from pagan gods like Yahoo. That's like one time I said yahoo.com. Or Yahweh, worshipped by the Babylonians and Canaanites, the Hebrew captors and neighbors. They said Yahweh meant destroyer. Give me a break, guys. EB page 312. The German critic said Yahweh is not a Hebrew name. Imagine a German saying that to a Jew. Boy, my heart. Such a pronunciation would prove the Hebrews borrowed it. EB 310 to 314. Critic Rudolf Kittel asserts Yahoo does not lead back to a pronunciation represented by Jehovah, or he said Jehovah, because that's German, Jawohl, mein Kapitän, or Jehovah. If if you want to find out where, New Shaft, Volume 12, page 470, SV Yahweh. The critic cited ancient documents like the magical texts, Aramaic papyri, and Babylonian tablets that tell a pagan god's name, Yahoo or Yahweh, is the okay. Driver tried to provide as evidence an Ethiopic list of magical names for Jesus, which included Yahweh. Other Bible critics, anxious to find a linguistic rather than a supernatural source for the name of the God of Israel, grasped the Canaanite connection and the new pronunciation. These critics include von Bohlen, Genesis 18:35, page 104. Vonderom, Theological Brief, 1862, page 524 to 527, sorry. Colenso, The Pentateuch, 5, 1865, page 269 to 84. And Goldsiner, now listen to this, quotes Der Messias Don Hebrews, 1857, page 327. See also Driver, Studio Biblica, 120 and 15. Also Encyclopedia Britannica. By the way, I've been looking into L. 11th edition, 1910-11, volume 15, pages 313 and 314. SV Jehovah. Now, Delitzsch. Wolog's Paradise, 1881, page 158 to 164. Lesterick, 3rd edition, 1885, page 42. Celia A., column 1, 13 to 16. Listen, guys. You should see, when I was a young Christian, a young baby Christian, I don't want this to go over, so I'm going to end it soon. But when I was a young baby Christian, no, discernment, no, you see, the battle wasn't mine and isn't mine. The battle wasn't between me and Jesus. I lived my life. Jesus was there with me. Satan was too, attacking me, telling Jesus, look at your child. Look at your child. You call that a Christian? And Jesus led me through all that stuff, all them denominations I was in. Oh boy. My children went in with me. Me sitting there saying, they just don't understand yet. Duh, I didn't understand. God was telling me, get up and get out of there, as I said before. Anyway, I'm going to end it there because I'm looking up here and it says already 14 minutes and some odd seconds. So, but I'm going to let you know before I go. Be very wary out here, okay? Be very wary. I know people that are criticizing me now that are that hang around with people that swear that, you know, all this stuff they're learning. What? Satan is Lord. I gave myself up to the beast, and they're gonna, and they, excuse me, I'm having trouble with my eye, and they're going to um, criticize me or any of my brothers, I won't listen. I'm just kind of like, here I am. The Lord discerns what's right for me, not me, because my little pea brain, they're singing about Jesus. Yeah, what Jesus are they singing about? That's what you want to know. Ask questions, guys. Ask questions and girls. This is for God's sheep and God's lambs, okay? The goats are not going to hear. All they're going to do is criticize. And I will not be put in a position to defend myself because God is my defense. I shall not be moved. So I'm going to end it and tell you that Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son of God, loves you, and he loves me too. Thank God he does. Okay. And I love you. And I'm going to end it right now. Thank you for listening.